Let's see if see if my man CL3K can join us. Hopefully so. Hopefully everyone is doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope you're doing well at some point. Add.
What's up, King?
What up? How are you?
You know what? I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it wrestling or other life stuff?
just other life stuff, dealing with car crap.
Oh, your car's having. Are you in a rental right now?
No, no, I'm in my car right now. I just need a new transmission, and the car's not worth paying that much. So, kind
Um,
of, yeah,
Financial credit union.
yeah. I get everything through my credit union, so I just got to
Okay.
go back to them,
I was
see
gonna
what
say
they
because I know
can.
they'll look for cars for you in the range in which
Hmm.
you want, which saves you time, and effort, and energy. But I know the money thing, the monthly payments, the real issue.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
you know how it is.
yeah. I still got another couple years on mine, maybe a few years. Let me see. I got mine in 2022. Yeah. So what year is this? 3 years. So yeah, another few years to go.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm at. I shouldn't be having the car trouble that I'm having,
Yeah,
but I'm having it.
yeah. And it's you said it's the transmission.
Yep.
Yeah. How much do they quote you? Do you want to say?
$4,250.
Oh, nope. Do you want to take it for a second opinion, or can you not drive it that far?
I can drive it. It's slipping. It
Okay.
hasn't slipped completely, but
How
it's
far
slipping.
can you drive it like 30 minutes?
Oh yeah, I can drive it. I just don't rev it up too much. Um, but I've had two opinions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then well, two different independent, no one, gotcha.
Yep.
Were they big business ones like a P Boys or anything like that?
No.
They were
One
smaller?
was one was they were smaller. Recommended by this mobile mechanic that's a
Uh-huh.
part of the church, and Kyle, part of the church.
Okay.
Um, yeah. But the irony is I owe like 5,000 and some change on my actual car.
Mm.
So,
So
yeah,
that
the
sucks all
math is a
around.
math.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Because yeah, if you owe five and the thing costs four to fix, how long does that really save you in terms of the rest of? I mean, I'm,
The
I'm
rest of the
assuming you would
car.
keep it if it were still working, you wouldn't be getting rid of it without the transmission
No,
issues.
not at
Okay,
all.
yeah,
But it's
man,
like, do I try to scrape together the $4,000 to have a brand new transmission, but the rest of my car starts falling apart?
right. And then you also had the tooth thing too a while back. So
Still working on that too.
yeah. Or do you want to use
Yep.
money? I don't think you can't use money for a GoFundMe for one thing and use it for something else, can you?
No.
No, I didn't think
I
so.
mean, and I've maxed out my GoFundMe, so
Oh, okay.
that's still $1,900 short. So I'm still trying to find that to get the permanent one. But as
Yeah.
it is right now, I can wear the fake one and be totally fine.
Yeah.
So, it's always a money issue. It's
Yeah.
always something.
More
God
money,
is
more
good
problem.
though.
Right?
God is good though. I'm just gonna keep leaning on him and moving forward.
All you can do, brother.
Right.
All you can do. Shit. What a weekend, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I know I said I was gonna rewatch the show. I did not. Not
It's all good.
because and just to kind of clarify, because obviously you and I had a conversation about this briefly, really via text, but um, the product is just not keeping me interested in wanting to watch potentially in a week 2 hours or so of SmackDown, 2.5 hours of Raw. So that's at least 4 to 5 hours right there. If SmackDown goes another half hour, that's two 2.5 hour shows plus a potential monthly PLE or Saturday Night's Main Event, that's 5 to 8 hours on a weekly basis. And even when I just watch Raw, I'm still not wanting to watch on a weekly basis. I'm like, this isn't really. Eh. I'll watch the
Yeah.
PLEs because I'm always going to watch those because, like,
Right.
yeah, see that, and I can always watch the Raw highlights and the SmackDown, which is what I did today. Because Raw came on this morning at what 5 a.m. because they're
Yeah.
in Australia, so it is what it is. But and then of course with the Netflix move and all this shit, I'm just like, bro, I'm not trying to
Right.
rack my brain trying to figure out how to watch like just boom done. Do I need to? Okay, let's see. Today's Monday. Okay, so I gotta go to Netflix. Okay, well, what about NXT? Oh shit, is that Tuesday or Wednesday now? Okay, it used to be Wednesday. Now, okay, now it's Tuesday. Okay, where's that? Oh, okay, it's on USA. Okay, no, it's on Fox. I don't know anymore. Right, so I gotta go to that thing and check that. And then Friday comes around, SmackDown. Okay, that's on Fox Sports. Okay, still got that. Then it's like, all right, bet. I got Peacock for the PLEs and all the shit they've been hosting, and now they're like, all right, well, now we're going to do ESPN. So I got to get another $30 a month. Nah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
But
it's their business. They can
math
do whatever they want with it.
math's not working.
Yeah, I don't have to, I don't want to rack my brain and be disappointed in something I have to jump around to find. And then when I find it, I don't like it. Imagine going to a bar
Yeah.
on a Friday or Saturday night. You've been waiting all fucking week. And the type of women you want to see there are not there. Or they don't show up until 1:30 when you're like already leaving. Like, oh, now it gets good. Fuck this.
Right.
Where were y'all before?
No, I mean,
Going there first.
I have no dog. Like you said, I watch the highlights. I do try to do SmackDown and Raw, and that's just because I can DVR them and watch them whenever I want to watch them. As far as streaming, I'll do play by play on ESPN, or I'll do recaps on YouTube. You know,
And to
but
the
I
one
mean, at the
person,
end of the day, this.
I just want to say
So
real
go
quick to the
ahead.
one person that asked, "What's this about?" It's about WWE Raw and SmackDown and the Crown Jewel show. I don't know if you're still here. Hot Shot HR. Is that an HR person from my company? Just kidding. I just want to say hello to that person. Oh, there's three people more. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let's
Okay.
continue.
No, but no, I hear you. And your platform can always morph into something else, and we can touch on wrestling and talk about life,
Yeah.
because I think it's a time and a place where we are in this world where we need to talk about stuff, make jokes of it or not. But
Yeah.
very few people on here to look like us. So
I gotcha. I gotcha. I will think about what to morph it into. Because the one thing I definitely could do is always talk about old football and scary movies. Because I watch scary movies
we
every week, whether it's an old one or a
can
brand new
always
one.
have a segment, talk about sports.
Segment.
Yeah, I mean,
Segment.
like a segment, talk about sports, talk about scary movies. I'm in the world now with my entertainment
Yep.
now, so I
Yep.
see a lot of scary movies, old, young, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be a segment. It'd have to be probably the whole thing because that's all I'm really
Mm.
into right now. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'll watch the PLEs. I just, the weekly Raw and SmackDown, I don't even care. Like, even watching highlights of the PLE or watching highlights of SmackDown this week, and there's some cool stuff that happened. I just didn't have a
Right.
reaction, which
Mm.
sucks because like these guys
That
and
does
gals,
suck.
respect to them, they're clearly putting their life on the line, their bodies on the line. They've been doing it for eons, decades, etc. From people as far back as when I started watching Terry Funk, who was already old when I started watching like in 80, 89 when I was watching him. I was already watching for a few years, but to see his like he already looked old and kind of beat up a little bit, and I can't imagine him being much older than 40 at the time, but he looked like he was in his 50s. I know they used to drink heavily back then and do all types of stuff, so it is what it is, and obviously the regulations on the business weren't as strict as
Right.
they are now. But So respect to those guys and gals that go out there every night, every week, whether it's independent shows or big ones like WWE. But
Right.
I guess sometimes the booking is probably what the issue is. And the
Right.
one critique I have specifically that really is a turnoff is when they're doing the punches and kicks and they really don't land. Not because they missed, but because that's the new plan is to completely miss.
Right.
I understand camera angles and all that stuff, and sometimes they just mess up. But like, come on, dude, really? That too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez,
They just
really
cut a
take
lot of
the
people too, by the way.
they what?
They just cut a lot of wrestlers too, by the way.
And I saw, which is funny. Like the who was the guy? Wes Lee. I forgot he was even in NXT because I hadn't heard his name in a while. He was a good tag team guy with Zach Wentz when they were MSK and they were at NXT, and Zach got let go because of an allegation against him, which sucks. And I don't know if it was ever founded or not, but they're just like, well, you're not important enough for us to figure it out, so goodbye. Same thing with
Nowadays they don't.
I think Quincy Elliott was another guy a year or two ago, big brother from
Now
NXT. They cut him too
nowadays they
for an
don't
allegation.
care.
If you're not that important, they will cut you. 100%. So it's always best to stay on your P's and Q's. And I mean, it's an allegation, so I can't say they did anything wrong. It's just an allegation. But even that, if they doesn't matter to the company whether or not you did it, they just don't want your
It's
name out
sad.
there. They're like, that's the thing you went viral for. Well, because she lied. Shouldn't have dated her. Like, how would I know?
Right.
She's gonna turn into a liar, if it's a lie. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying if it was, it sucks to get fired for an allegation that ruins
Oh,
your
trust.
yeah. Yeah. So anyway, shall we go SmackDown first or
Honestly, you could just skip to Raw. There wasn't really anything on SmackDown.
well, I did see a couple things. Obviously the return of Tama Tonga and the
That was
MF
cool. That was about it.
yeah, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jason Mateo, Tala Tonga, and then Solo Sikoa. And they were beating up Sami Zayn and stuff like that. And then later in the night, there was a match
The
between Street
standoff.
Profit and the Wyatt Six, and then there was a standoff between the Wyatt Six and the MFTs with Solo Sokoa. So I'm like, is that going to be the 5-on-5? And then with the way that Raw handled tonight or this morning, whatever, it's like, well, which way is November going to go as far as war games and all that stuff? There's like an inconsistency, which understanding if there's an injury, then I understand why the swerve. But if it's not an
Right.
injury, and I'm like, once again, this is like The Rock doing this shit and then disappearing for 8 months. The fuck, bro? What was that for? And then Travis
Yeah.
Scott coming out and slapping Cody and then coming out at WrestleMania and getting beat up and then that's it.
Disappearing.
This is the
Yeah.
booking?
Yeah. But going back to your Solo Sokoa, he said something to Nikki Cross or Nikki.
I missed it. Okay. What do you say?
He said, I got something for you, essentially. So I'm thinking there's going to be a woman joining the faction.
Oh yeah, we'd have to, or else it'd be
And
sexist.
then, I think they bring back one of the cousins,
The
one of the girl
cousins.
cousins.
Oh, from Wyatt family? What do you mean?
No, from the
Oh,
so
Solos when I got someone for you. Oh,
yeah,
maybe Nia Jax.
Nia Jax or
Who
uh
else?
Jimmy Fly Stuka's daughter.
Tamina? She's been out of wrestling, I think, for a few years. I don't think she's coming back. Let me see. Tamina Snuka. She might be like 50. Hold on. 47.
Okay, well maybe not her,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they got a lot of family. Hell, it could even be
Oh
the
yeah.
Rock's. Could be the Rock's daughter. You never know.
Could be. Could be. I'm trying to see. Tamina, she's 47. She'll be 50 in January. Um she has two kids. Debut. It doesn't say she's retired. She's just not in WWE, I guess. She's in WWE 2K25 and 24 and 23, 22 and 20 and 19 and 18. Wow. She's been in WWE games since 2015, except for, well, they didn't have a 2021 version, so she wasn't in that one. So she might be. That's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, AJ Lee returned to the WWE in the ring after what, 11 years or something like that.
And
So you never know. I got you. Okay. Well, let's go. I'm trying to hit ignore on this call. Sorry. Let's go right into Crown Jewel. Oh wait, was there anything else from SmackDown? Let me see. Oh, the turn for Zelina Vega during the match with Damian Priest.
yeah, that was kind of weird. That was a funky turn.
So you know that they're a real life married
Oh
couple,
yeah, they're
right?
married. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been married for a number of years. So I'm glad to see that the two of them get to be in an angle together, or at least paired now for the time being going forward. I think that should always be a thing. If you are on the roster with your wife or husband, I think they should make sure the two of you are together as often as possible without ruining storylines. I think it just needs to be
I
like
think that's
Seth and
fair.
Becky are finally doing that now,
I think it's
and
fair.
good, huh?
I think that's fair.
Yeah, yeah. Because I just don't. I hated hearing the stories from the 80s and 90s of women jumping from this guy to that guy, whether it's Lita from Matt Hardy to Edge, and then both of them get married to someone else, and she's you know looking like something else. Um, Jake the Snake Roberts, you
Miss
know,
Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth and Randy Savage. Yeah, just a lot of different stories and stuff. Like whether they're all true or not, I don't know. Obviously, Nancy Benoit, which she used to be Nancy Sullivan. She was married to Kevin Sullivan and then left him for Chris Benoit, and it gets ugly, and
Yeah.
I don't want to see that for people. I think that's a lot of pain to have to deal with, and then work with the person who
Right.
took your spouse, and then still see your spouse at work.
That's why I like AJ Lee and
Punk.
Punk. They've been together for what, 11 years, and he's like, I'm AJ's wife or husband. Like, I think
Yeah,
that's cool. He's like,
yeah, yeah. I'm with it too. And I like that it was two married couples fighting, Seth and Becky against CM Punk and AJ. But anyway, so going into Crown Jewel, they were in Australia. So the start
Earth.
was 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday morning. I woke up around 6 and saw, I think, like a 10-second clip of John Cena and AJ Styles. I saw AJ in his old um, TNA shorts, and I was like, all right, cool. But it's 6 a.m. I'm really not ready to start watching anything that's
Really
significant
good
that I have to pay
match.
attention to. Huh?
Really good match.
Yeah, yeah. That's from when I did go back and rewatch, or yeah, we watched the whole thing. That stood out. Obviously, the main event, which seemed a little too long, and the first match, um, fun. Everything kind of leading to something else. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But opening
Right.
match, wasn't sure what it would be, but it's fine. To kind of start the night, or yeah, the event. Excuse me, with something big. I mean, a 21-minute match, Australian street fight, Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman against Roman Reigns. I don't have the highlights in my head, but um, after the match, all the shenanigans, which you get into like, okay, that's right. The next thing, this is October, so the next thing is November, which is War Games. So you have to start adding to and building upon that in order to get to War Games, which I think is like one of the last Sundays or Saturdays, whatever, in
In
November.
San
So
Diego,
yeah, I actually got the offer to go.
28th. I would love to go. 28th.
I
November
got the
28th.
offer to go, and I said I just couldn't. I just to sit there in traffic and traffic back and sitting in lines. I'd rather sit at home. Yeah, football's the same way. I went to live Rams. Or no, sorry, Chargers Chiefs back in like 2021, 2022, and I would have rather watched at home. No offense to anyone, that was there. It's just the fights, the excessive drinking and yelling and screaming, just all the bullshit. Like I
That's
don't have
fair.
time for that. Anyway,
That's fair.
fun match. Reed and Roman Reigns getting down, and then after the match, seeing the Vision and the Usos coming out and everything happening, and Jay spearing Roman by accident. Like, what were your thoughts on this match and all the shenanigans that happened?
I thought overall, I thought the match was decent. I like the shenanigans at the end. My biggest thing is what Roman Reigns said to Jay and Jimmy. He said, "I'm not supposed to see you guys into December.
And I want to see you
I don't
guys.
want to see you guys into December." So I'm kind of like, okay, what's happening in December? It's
Oh,
not Survivor Series.
I think that was a way of him saying we're not doing Survivor Series. Remember last year he kept saying no yeet with
Hmm.
Jay, right? And he was talking to Jimmy. He's like, hey, no yeet, meaning we're not getting, we don't want Jay. But really, what was happening? They were really going to be getting Jay. Then they added Sammy and I think Punk. It was, I think so. Yeah, I think it's a way to kind of get us to not think they're going to do war games with them, but maybe they actually are. I don't know. You know, they like to swerve.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Yeah. What would you grade this match?
With
I guess,
shenanigans,
yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, with shenanigans because it really does matter.
C plus B minus.
Okay, I was gonna give it a B, B plus. But once again, I can't remember a whole lot from it. I think I was just tired. I had a long day, so I just wasn't really that into it. So forgive
That's
me.
fair.
Next match, Stephanie. This is the women's match for the Crown Jewel Championship. Last year it was Liv Morgan and Cody, right? And then this year we got Stephanie Vaquer against Tiffany Stratton. Who did Liv wrestle last year for it? Do you remember?
Was it Charlotte?
I'm gonna guess it was probably Bailey. That's my guess. Let's see. Uh, it was Nia Jax. I was
Okay,
incorrect.
both were. Missed
Yeah.
both of that by a mile.
So, um, I didn't even really watch. I think my phone rang. So this is the shortest match of the night.
Yeah,
minutes and 5 seconds.
yeah.
Get your asses out of here, Tiffy. Set up that pin on Smack a few weeks ago where Jay got busted open. I thought because I'm in, I was like, did something happen at the time, you know? But I think it was Tiffany who messed up.
I I think Stephanie's good and she's gonna be better. The sky's the limit for her.
Yeah,
But it was like watching a grown up wrestle a middle schooler.
yeah,
Tiffany, she's just not a good wrestler. She's acrobatic and she can flip and ish, and I think that's great, but the timing was just so weird in that match. You could tell it was just off.
yeah. And like I've said before, with whether it's Goldberg or Scott Steiner when he became too large and couldn't really move, um, or Jade, just if you keep having botches in your matches, it's you. Not always in every single instance, but it's you. It's not happening for
She's
everyone else. It's you.
and I get it, she's a pretty face and she's
Yeah.
probably really marketable. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
she's pretty, but that's just me. Um,
Ulruka.
but
Mm.
she should have dropped that belt like 2 months ago. It's just
Yeah.
it's a placeholder at this point. Like they need to get it off of her quick in a hurry.
Trying to think who would be next because if she already beat Nia,
Exactly.
beaten Jade, um, who had it before? Oh, Nia had it before her. So yeah, I'm like, I don't. Charlotte, Alexa, they wake up.
You also I think they're trying to wait for Liv to come back. But isn't Liv on SmackDown now? I mean on
She's on
technically
Raw.
on Raw. Like there's
Yeah,
no I mean very few
Judgment.
women are on SmackDown right now.
Yeah, because it's not Lyra, it's not Bailey. Could it be? Is where's Becky? She's Raw. um, AJ is wherever Punk goes, I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
It's yeah,
yeah,
it's a conundrum. Yeah. And I know what they're gonna try to do, but I just don't think it's gonna work. They're gonna try to bring up some NXT woman, and it's like we need time to get acclimated to whoever you guys bring up on this roster. But
yeah. Yeah, wasn't that great of a match. Didn't really stand out anything, and like you
No.
said, the time was off. So I didn't even give it a grade because I didn't care.
Yeah. You didn't miss anything. Yeah. The only thing I liked what Stephanie did off the top rope.
Oh, what'd
Like it
she
was
do?
sick. It
Forget.
was like a full twisting something into something. It was sick.
Okay, nice. Um, Clearly the match of the night, and I think people have said the match of the year so far. And I know we only have like 2 months and 2 weeks left. John
Right.
Cena, AJ Styles,
It was just it was
magic.
too it was magic. You could tell like even from John Cena, he's paying homage to everybody he's, wrestled in the main events and stuff like that. To you saw glimpses of old school AJ Styles. Like it was just really good.
Yeah, yeah.
You could
It wasn't just John doing other people's finishers because they didn't mention all the ones AJ did because
he
those
was
people
doing
are
some
trying
too. Yeah.
to you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or they're in
If you
TNA. So you can't say Sting. You can't say
right.
or Adam Copeland. You know
Yeah.
Samoa Joe. Yeah,
It was cool though because we knew what they were
yeah,
doing. Yeah.
sure.
And even Michael Cole was saying dropping names probably he shouldn't have, but he was saying them anyway, you
Yeah.
know.
I
Michael
mean,
Cole is so like up there in the company now that
Vince is
what are
not
they,
there anymore. So he shouldn't
what are
have
they
any
gonna
as
do?
much to talk about,
Tell
right?
him to no, right?
Don't mention the competition. Like people know, dude. Don't be stupid.
Right.
So obtuse. But Cena wins with the he hit he hit a tombstone and then hit the AA and then
Yep.
pinned AJ after that one. AJ
Yep.
wore his TNA shorts from
That was
2001.
super sick.
It's funny because like he looks so significantly different if you see him in his very early years, even like up to like 2006 or seven before he jumped to New Japan. Yeah, he had a great look. He was very thin, and now he's super muscular and got the beard and the like everything. It's just like what the hell? This guy looks
Got that
so different.
got that oil spray on tan working for him.
Yeah, and he said that this is his second to last year. So at the end of next year, he'll be leaving. Now think about this. That will mark almost 11 years of him being in WWE. He came
Crazy,
in
right?
January 2016. So
Crazy.
let's see. 26 that was the Royal Rumble, right? 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we would have gone through 11 in Royal Rumble next year. So it would have been almost 12 if he went to the Royal Rumble the next year again. So that's crazy how quick
And he's a
that was.
Hall of Famer, in my
100%.
opinion, in both companies.
Every company he's been in, TNA except for WCW, TNA, New Japan, and WWE. That man is a three-time Hall of Famer as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
Um,
100. No arguments here. Period.
and I hate that like we haven't seen the classic AJ that we saw when he first came to WWE, but really the version of him that I love the most in terms of his work ethic and his matches against Tanahashi and Nakamura in New Japan. 2015,
I've
2014,
seen those.
2013.
I've
I
seen
think he
those
made
matches.
Okada when he was over there when Okada was obviously much younger. But like those matches, bro, if you can ever find them on YouTube or Daily Motion,
I've seen him. I've seen his Nakamura matches.
okay, the ones from New Japan,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, just works of art, man. My favorite match
Bullet
though that he
Club.
ever had was against Tanahashi, the Ace. Yes, Bullet
Right.
Club. That's right. The introduction.
I was about to say that. That's just so epic.
John Cena wrote apparently the intro for AJ Styles, which mentioned the Bullet Club. What else did it mention? Did it mention Japan, New
Oh,
Japan?
bro, you pull up that transcript. You gotta read it. Like it
Let's see,
was so
transcript.
epic.
Let me see. Oh, let me just go to YouTube.
Oh yeah, you
Let
can
me.
hit the transcript button.
Well, I might just play it. Let's see.
Get
AJ
it kicked off.
Styles versus Cena.
Intro.
Intro, yeah. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, 1:40. We have to put that on mute. We have to turn the computer up real quick because there's a commercial. Okay, let's see. Let me turn that down and see if I can turn on closed cap. Oh, there's closed captions. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the definition of total nonstop action. Oh, wait, sorry, hold on. The definition of total nonstop action. Let's see. What else did she say here? She gonna say anything else? Okay. And the ace and the undisputed boss of the Bullet Club. It's impressive. You see AJ going, "Whoa, really?
Right,
Okay."
right. It was super sick.
It's our honor as fans, and it's my honor as an opponent to see if he can beat up John Cena one final time. Because if you remember in 2016, him and Gallows and Anderson, that was their saying when they were going up against Cena and Enzo and Kaz. Beat up John Cena. The face that runs the place. It says the phenomenal KJ. They definitely messed that up. I feel it, but it says KJ, not AJ Styles. I thought it was kind of funny. They messed up. Anyway, yeah, pretty cool.
That
Pretty
was
cool.
sick.
Another just a huge amount of respect I can tell John Cena has. Like, if he
Oh,
were to be
100.
if he were to be the president of the United States, well, he probably doesn't know shit about foreign policy or anything like that. He knows
Diane Alpha's now
how
don't.
he knows how to work the crowd. He knows how to kind of placate and kind of ride the fence. And like, I don't think people would really hate him. Just a nice guy. You know what I mean? But if he thought about politics, him, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, possibles after they all retire. But I doubt it. It's a messy game.
Mhm.
Anyway, Cena comes out on top, beats AJ. Wonderful match. Definitely worth rewatching. Next match before the main event here. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeated the Kabuki Warriors. That's Asuka and Kairi Sane in a tag team match. This match went 19 minutes 55 seconds. It was the fourth long. So the women got the shortest matches, but this one was a 20-minute match pretty much. So I'm not going to say that's short by any standard stretch of the imagination. What do you think of this match?
I thought it was a solid match.
Hmm?
I thought it was good. I think everyone got their spots in. I like the Io Sky and Rhea Ripley dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, if they wanted them to be a tag team, I could see that working for a little bit. But I
Mhm.
also feel like they're both so over that they're great singles wrestlers too.
Yeah, I have noticed that about Io being over when she does the thing before she hits her, pirate kick.
Yeah.
She, it's so over.
Right.
It's not quite as over as, you
Yeah.
know. But she does that thing and just people love it and they go for it. Um, yeah, I don't remember anything about this match. The whole thing I think I need to rewatch, like I said again, because I think there's so much that happens and it's just a good show comparatively to WrestlePalooza last month that it should be
Well,
worth rewatching anyway. I just wish I
they
could get it.
definitely made up for that crap.
Yeah, I want it in like one file, not the 3 links I have to use to finish the
Right.
show. And
That's
that's what
fair.
yeah, so it's like anyway. What would you grade this match? A, B,
Solid
C,
B.
F, B? Okay.
B.
Okay. And then our closeout match, and then we'll go into Raw, and then we'll finish here very soon.
Right.
Seth Rollins, the Raw World Heavyweight Champion, against Cody Rhodes, SmackDown's undisputed WWE Champion, for the Crown Jewel Championship. Last year, Cody was the winner when he beat who? Who did Cody beat last year for the Crown Jewel Championship?
Brock? No.
Gunther.
Oh, that's right, Gunther. Dude, where's Gunther?
I know. Probably just taking a break. I don't think he's injured. I
Okay.
think he's resting. I mean, I'll put it this way: there's only so much TV every week. Only so many people can get on TV. There's always like 3 matches every week. So, what's he gonna do? I mean, because Jacob was off for a while too. Now he's back on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was the longest match of the night. I don't think it needed to be, from what I saw, what I remember, because there was no shenanigans, there was no interference. I don't think, was there?
Towards
I'm
the
trying
end,
to.
there was a little bit shenanigans.
Okay, who?
He hit him with the Rolex. Remember, knocked him out.
Oh, but I mean, in terms of like the other people showing up.
No
Yeah,
shenanigans.
no Bronze and no Romans and no one showed up. Okay, so Seth.
Just a really good checker match. Like they were trying to finish each other with each other's moves. It was super cool on that aspect.
Another one to rewatch.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so Seth comes out on top. How did he finish the match again?
He went and grabbed his Rolex, put the Rolex in the corner, uh, shoved Cody into the referee, picked up the Rolex, and then went. Cody Rhodes went for his finisher. He punched Cody Rhodes in the
That's right.
jaw with the Rolex.
That's right.
Yeah, and then he pedigreed and then stomped him.
That's right. I do remember that. There was a big stomp from the top rope too, I
Top
believe.
rope. And then
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes did his finisher from the top rope too.
and they were
So
all
just stuff like
kickouts.
that. That was super cool. It was a solid match. It wasn't as good as John Cena and AJ Styles match, but it was solid.
Yeah, and that's got to be tough. Like Seth and Cody have now wrestled one on one since Cody returned to WWE a couple years ago when Vince was
Fourth,
still there. That's how long
fourth,
ago that was.
fourth time.
Yeah, and so to try to keep on par or one up the last thing you did, which was well over 2-3 years ago. He's been back
For
for
real.
since 2022, 2023. So that's a hard job to do. And you're in Australia. There's a whole time difference. So I want to give, while I'm losing interest in the product, I still want to give respect to the men and women and the crew and the backstage and everyone, people who are putting in all this effort to literally. I was thinking about it this morning. So they always take off. I think Thanksgiving. I think they give them some time off. They double their shows on the week before, so that way people have a
And
week
they
off
get
for
and
Thanksgiving.
they get Christmas because they pre-tape.
Right, and that's the other one. Christmas. I thought maybe around New Year's too, but I don't remember.
I think they
They'll like
pre-tape.
do the
Yes.
end of the year show or something like that.
Yes. So they get those 3 holidays. You're right.
And so, to put on TV with no repeats. There's no like, hey, season episodes, 1 through 26. No, it's every single week. And they've been doing it with Raw since 93, which is absolutely in competition with the Monday Night Football. To still be on TV competing with the NFL on Mondays from September through now January, because we have football playoffs on the wild card weekend on a Monday. You're competing with the NFL. Who? No one does that. Well, I mean, they're not going to win,
That's
but
true.
people are still showing up in droves. I mean, this is a multi-billion-dollar company that had to be sold for more billions than it was worth at the time because of, I think you kind of like, this is what it's worth, but I know you're going to make some money, so I'm going to sell it for higher because you're going to make your money back if you stay within the guidelines
Right.
of what we set up.
Right.
So, dude, like, I gotta give these people respect and the credit. It's just the inconsistencies in the storylines and people kind of showing up and all of a sudden not showing up, and it's just hard to keep track of everything, and that's the unfortunate part. I'll still watch the PLEs when I can, if there's if I have a link to something, but other than that, I don't know. We'll see if they
Yeah.
make it easier for me next year. If not, that's okay too. They don't have to. It's just me. Overall, what would you grade this whole show?
B plus.
B plus? Yeah, that's kind of what I was hearing. B plus, A minus. That's what I was hearing. So I'll definitely check it out again. We want to get into Raw real quick. You saw Raw this
Or
morning, or did you watch it like later today?
Yes. I watched it at 6 this morning. I couldn't sleep with the whole car thing, so
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
started watching it at 6 this
yeah.
morning.
Okay. Um, the biggest news out of Raw was, well, at the beginning, Seth saying, I didn't need anyone's help. I didn't need you, Braun Breaker. I didn't need you, Bronson Reed. I didn't need Paul Heyman. I won the match at WrestleMania by myself against Roman and CM Punk. And I'm like, no, because Paul cheated. But
Mm,
hey,
I was about to
whatever.
say, "No, you didn't."
I'm like, I remember differently. Um, and that segment ends. I don't remember if anyone came out, but then at the end of the match, or sorry, at the end of the show, it was who was wrestling? It was Jimmy, Punk, and who else?
Yeah, LA
Oh, and
Knight.
LA Knight. Okay. Instead of Jay, Punk, and LA Knight, but I mean they already had their triple threat recently. Um, so yeah, with all of that, I think Punk won the match, right? Because Jimmy went for a splash, got caught with the knees up, and then got given the GTS, and then he got pinned, and then Punk gets beat up by the two Bronze and Seth and stuff, and then I don't know where LA Knight had gone. He probably dipped out. He's like, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. And then Jay comes out to save, and they do away with him too, and they're beating them up. And then um, didn't Jay come out to save, or was that earlier in the night?
No,
That
that
was
was
earlier.
earlier in the night.
Okay, see, I'm getting things mixed up. Okay,
It's all
so
good.
at the
Braun
end,
comes out,
yeah. So at the end, I mean, the biggest
spears
thing that happened
everybody.
was, yeah, he's just the jumping spear guy. He's fucking Ram Man from He Man. He's just head
Serious
first,
though. Serious though.
like a 3-year-old doesn't have any spatial awareness. Just plunking his head on everything.
Seriously though. Straight up, he could play that character in a live action.
He got Ram Man. Oh, square head motherfucker. Anyway, uh, at the end of the show, Seth is holding hands up with two Bronze and Paul Heyman, and then you see the credits go up. You're like, oh, show's over. People probably turning it off already, which you never ever do. Braun goes into the corner. He's looking at the crowd. You're like, why is his back turned? I listened to Solo Monster just a little bit ago before I coming on, and he said he could tell something was about to happen, which is crazy
Right.
because when the credits go up, you kind of start to tune out, and he was right. And Braun Breaker turned around, Seth had turned around, and then boom, spear. Then they beat his ass, and then they do a tsunami on him, and then Paul Heyman's holding up the two Bronze, and you're like, what the? What about War Games with Brock and Punk and like all the ideas I had to now buy a new video game to make this happen. That's
Seriously.
unfair.
That part.
That feels racist. So so that is potentially the new swerve, and there might be an actual injury to Seth. He was
Yeah, I
photographed
saw that too.
again with the arm in a sling with his ice cream. Yeah, so might be a real injury. I know we got duped last time where he had an injury but didn't actually have an injury. So I don't know about this one. It could be a way to dupe us again. So do you think it's real or do you think it's all part of the storyline?
I don't know yet. I say give it a few more days and we'll find out if it's real or not.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna leak it. He's gonna be seeing something,
I
you
think
know.
I think whatever it is, it's probably not that serious, so they're not gonna strip him yet.
Oh no.
But they could have used this to give him a couple of weeks off. And then we'll see what happens in late October. So let's see, how many more Raws do we have before? So let's see, 2027, November
28.
3rd, uh, 4, 5. We have 5 or 6 more Raws, probably 5 more Raws before uh, Survivor Series. So I think Survivor Series is going to be, let me see, Survivor Series 25 is, what the hell? Oh, November 29th. So that's going to be a. Oops. Damn it. Come on. This new calendar on this computer is throwing me off. It's a Saturday. So we have, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more Raws until. So that could give him some time off. So we don't know what will happen. I mean, because injuries can happen between now and then. Any signings that they're already planning, with the Wyatt Six and the MFTs standing off. I don't know. We haven't
Right.
seen Brock. there's a lot to look at for the next 6 weeks between those two shows essentially. Because is there any other show between now and then? Is there a
Isn't
Saturday
there
Night's Main
some
Event?
it's Saturday night main event, right? Or no?
I thought that's what I heard, but I don't know the date. Is
Me
that
either.
this month? Let me see. Scrolling. WWE Halloween Havoc NXT. That's October 25th. Saturday Night's Main Event, November 1st.
Okay.
There it is.
First of
Salt
first of the
Salt
month.
Lake City, Utah. There is currently John Cena versus TBA. This will be John. Oh, that's for December. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so all right, so for November 1st, there are no matches scheduled yet. There is nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the next thing. So we have 1, 2 more Raws, and 3 more SmackDowns. So 5 shows and social media
Right.
before the next big thing. And I wonder what that will lead us into as far as War Games. If that'll be it, who knows? I could see maybe another match with Priest and Aleister Black, but with
Oh yeah,
Zelina Vega.
that's not over.
Yeah. But who would Priest grab to maybe even it out? Who could
You
he
even have
grab?
to
Rhea?
ask. Yeah.
But she's got a thing going on with Io against Asuka and
One
Kyrie.
one night only. The Twin Towers reunite.
Okay. What other female options would there be to even it out? As far
Mm.
if there was to be a female option other than
You
Rhea.
talking about SmackDown?
For Alistair and Zelina to go up against Damian Priest and whom?
Damian Priest's new girlfriend that's on NXT.
Who's that?
I forgot her name. You can Google it. Damian Priest's girlfriend. She's
Oh,
on
is it Lola
NXT. Yes, I believe so.
Okay, that does okay. She'd have to get moved up. Is there anyone on the main roster you think that would work?
I'm just trying to figure out who doesn't like Selena Vega.
Chelsea Green. She lost the
Ew.
U.S. Championship to her,
He
didn't
is
she?
not teaming up with Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
Not gonna happen.
That would be hilarious if he did. Like, there's such a contrast of
I could
styles.
just see him rolling his eyes at her like, really? This
He's
breezy?
rolling. Oh my God, she's still talking. Oh my
Yep,
God.
that part. I could see I could see I can see a bit where Chelsea tries to come to him and like we should partner up. And he's like, oh hell no. And he walks off.
Yeah, maybe he'll take Piper Niven instead. And where's Bianca? Is she pregnant too?
Yes. No. No, she's still the her finger injury isn't as healing as fast as they think it is. But I know she's in a performance center right now.
Better suck it up. Shit. She's like one of the best things on TV when she's on
He
TV.
needs to take Tiffany's belt.
Maybe that's who it's going to be.
That'd be cool.
Let's see. I'm going to take a look real quick at the SmackDown brand. I want to see the SmackDown roster. Here we go. Let's
I
see.
can't tell you who's on there anymore.
I know. That's why I'm like, I want to look. Let's see. Roster. Mhm. Hold on. Hold on. All right. SmackDown. I got to Google this shit now. SmackDown roster wiki. It's just easier that way. Here we go. WWE personnel, brands, Raw, SmackDown. Okay, let's get to the women. Alba Fire. That was she went by Kaylee. What did she go by before? She went by some other name. Anyway. Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray, that's what she went by. Alexa Bliss, B Fab, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Julia Jade Cargill, Kiana James, Mi Chin, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Tiffany Stratton, Zelina Vega. Out of all those names, Alexa, Charlotte, and Julia are already champions.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany's obviously still champion. Piper Niven apparently is inactive, unknown
Injured.
injury.
She's injured. Yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone's gonna face off with Zelina, with Priest, if they do that, I think the best option would probably be Michin, Chelsea Green, or if Bianca was ready,
Yeah.
he could borrow her
I
from Montez, and that could start another feud. Like
yeah,
why you
they're
borrow?
on Splitsville. See, I would not to be surprised if the next time we see them, that's when that split happens.
Oh, between Montez and Angelo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I think Piper's either injured or she's pregnant.
It says unknown injury over here on Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
So I know people can edit this, but I do tend to use this as an actual reference because it's
Right.
so updated so often. By the way, congrats to Zoe Stark and Tyreek Hill. Both have gotten baptized in the last week.
Let's go.
Yeah, Zoe Stark got baptized in a church, I think last week, and then obviously Tyreek, I think Sunday morning before a
Let's
game or
go.
something like that. Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
Zoe's still recovering from her torn ACL, but a torn ACL does not stop you from getting baptized. So
Right.
props to her. Liv Morgan's still out with a dislocated shoulder. Obviously, Naomi is maternity leave. That's real, and those are the only injuries for the women. That's raw. So
There,
it is what it is.
there is a video of Liv Morgan at the training center, so she is on her way back.
Good, good. I couldn't imagine it keeping her out too long. I don't know
Right.
if it was bone or if it was tendon or
They
whatever.
said 6 months.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe to go back to an office job, 2 months. To go back to
Yeah.
wrestling, yeah, 6 months.
Yeah.
I had a neck surgery years ago on my spine, and they were like, "Yeah, 3 months." And I was like, "Imagine if it was like for football or wrestling or something like. It wouldn't have been that quick. There's no way, no way." Spinal fusion went right through my neck and fused my spine. C4, C5.
Yeah,
Yep,
I get. Ugh.
it was wild. I am a huge fan still of Sol Ruka, and I hope she comes up to the main roster soon. She's got such a unique finisher. You've seen it, right? The flip upside down RKO thingy. I don't. What
Yeah.
was it called? She called it Soul Rise or something like that. I forget what she calls it, but
He
really
came
neat.
up briefly. They had him briefly. They fought.
On Friday, right, or
Yeah,
something.
they fought. They fought Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, her and her tag team partner, whatever her name is.
They didn't win, but they fought.
Yeah. We will see. You know what I'm thinking too? If Tiffany doesn't have a person on the SmackDown roster to take the belt from her, I can't guarantee, and this is shot in the dark, but probably not that shot, not that deep of a shot. Blake Monroe, who used to be Mariah May in AEW, she's kind of a veteran, somewhat. Fallon Henley, I believe she was someone else before. Like she's been around for a while. JC Jane, she's been in NXT for a while. So I'm thinking like moving someone up. But the one
What
person I'm
about
really thinking would be the best option as far as a SmackDown
the
Women's
buff chick?
Champion, huh?
The buff chick?
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, she's good. She's
Very,
really good.
very, very. By the way, her husband, real life, Jonathan Gresham. Have you heard about this? He had a stroke.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gresham, her
Say it
husband.
again. Yes. He's
He
a
was a
bodybuilder,
wrestler,
right?
or he is a
No?
wrestler.
Oh.
But yeah, he had a stroke. So she's been like taking
Oh.
care of him. Yeah. Yeah. Like a real, like, whoa, wait, what? Like, cause he, you think
Wow.
stroke, you think maybe someone in their 60s, really out of shape or something like that. It's a wrestler, probably weighed probably like 5'9", 5'10", probably weighed like 210, like kind of, ripped a little bit, but like that's scary, bro. That
Where's
is
he at in
scary.
his recovery?
I think he's doing okay. He's not back yet, but I think he was quoted, whether it was on social media or something, that he was going to be back a
Uh,
lot sooner. I was like, bro, take your time, please.
yeah.
The last
No
thing we
joke.
need is one, a wrestler to die in the ring or
He's a
because of
brother,
it.
right?
He's a brother, yeah.
Yeah.
But number two, the biggest thing ultimately is if he were to do something and make it worse for himself and his family, who has to live with him and be with, that's the biggest one. Like, no matter how much you love your career, bro, if you're risking your life like that, like, just take your time getting back to it, and then
That's
be
fair.
okay. That's the biggest
Yeah,
issue.
that's fair.
Yeah, I wish men would consider that more often. I understand we have our passions and stuff like that. We're very driven people, and I love that about us. But there's sometimes it's like you have to just stop and say, "Hold on, I have to be there for my family. Period.
Yeah.
Cannot be so bad rushing my health back to something from a stroke.
Ain't
Sit your
that
ass down.
serious?
Sit your ass down. You
All
still
of
have
that.
value. You still have value. You will be fine. It'll just be different."
Right.
Anyway, um, yeah, that's it. So the next SmackDown, I'm sure, will be back stateside on Friday
Yes.
the 17th. And I don't know where they're going to be. And you know what? I'm probably not even going to watch.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just hard to keep me interested in it right now. I can't. Uh, I'd rather watch. I just watched a really good movie the other day. I know you're not into horror films. This wasn't isn't that scary, but it's called Good Boy. It's a horror slash thriller film from the perspective of the dog. The dog is watching
Oh.
his owner become possessed slowly by little bit by little bit, and the dog obviously can't do anything about it, but he's trying to. And it's just a really interesting perspective. The guy at the end of the film does a little bit behind the scenes, like the credits start to roll. He does a behind the scenes thing and says it took them 3 years to film this because they started when the dog was a puppy. It's his actual dog that he owns. He says they had to do a lot of stuff like if they wanted the dog to look over here, they're like making noises and snapping and doing this and raving to get this dog to just look. Like, oh, thank God. And then, okay, clip it. But they said it took 3 years in 1 to 3 hour increments.
Damn.
I'm like, in his own house with his dog and his wife, and they had another kind of couple crews and a couple other actors. But like the movie is really the guy, the dog, the CGI demon, the voice of the sister, which is probably his wife, and then the other previous owner, who's his grandpa, and the dog the grandpa had, and that's it, bro. Hour and a half movie, very unique to see a movie from the perspective of the dog, not the main character like the man. But and the cool thing is, too, you couldn't even see the guy's head most of the time. You could hear his voice, you could see, this, that, and the other thing, but they wouldn't show his face until way later in the movie, and there was kind of a reason why they did it. But I was like, interesting. It wasn't a great movie, but I
Right.
respected the originality of it.
So was the dog okay at the end of the movie? Oh, you're not gonna tell me? Okay, whatever. Um,
Giving
let her
spoilers.
in. Let her in.
Let her in, or let the right one in. Is it a vampire one?
No, let her in. It's 2025.
Is it out in theaters or what?
No, it's streaming now.
2025. Have I heard of this? Let me see. Do you mean Bring Her Back?
Yeah, bring her back.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater.
Me too.
Yeah, when the new lady, whatever, hit the girl while she was sleeping, I audibly yelled out, "What the fuck?" I
Yep.
got mad. I got mad.
Yep.
I got really mad. Yeah, that was a weird
Yeah.
movie. Oh my
Very
god.
weird.
Yes. I think it was A24. It is. They're so weird. They do all the
Right.
weird shit, bro. If there's ever a movie like, God, that movie was weird. What the fuck was that? A24.
Yep. Yep.
Midsommar, and Men and Hereditary. They did all three of those, and they were all fucking weird. This one too.
Yep.
They do a good job though, but you're gonna leave
Right.
wanting to go to church immediately.
Yeah, 100. I was icky for a few days.
Yeah,
Didn't like Conjuring, the latest one. I thought it was a money grab.
yeah, yeah. I didn't like it that much either.
Yeah.
Trying to think, did I see any other movies recently? The Long Walk was okay.
I want to see that.
Um,
Is it worth going to see?
I think it's going to be on streaming soon, so
Okay, I'll stream it.
it's Stephen King.
Yeah,
I'll put it this way: I didn't. It wasn't bad. Like it was all right. I didn't. It wasn't great for me. The New Strangers was not good. Um, like they're trying to make a story out of something that should have only been here. Kind of like what they did with
that's
Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
that's kind of how I feel about Phone or whatever, Dark Phone or whatever the one that just got a
Black
Black
Phone.
Phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. So some other cool movies coming out. We'll see what happens. I know there's another Avengers coming out in another year or two. See what happens.
yeah.
Hopefully it's good, and if not, I still have 1990s football and 1990s wrestling, and Halloween, and Goonies, and Don't Be a Menace, and um, Airplane.
Remake Goonies coming soon.
It's not. No,
No,
it's
it
not.
is. They're
Oh, he's
developing a script. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know if they want to make it a. It's their kids or yeah. It's coming soon, my guy. I don't know why,
You know how many times they've said this before?
but I'm just telling you, it's in development.
They've said it for years, bro. Good.
Okay.
Hold on. Who said it's in development?
I just heard it
Who's
over on social media.
what social media app?
I
Who's
don't
it
know.
using?
I don't know. It say it's not in development.
So there
I'm
was
on my phone. I can't.
okay. Okay, so from Deadline, this actually came out in August. So my apologies for being a smartass because I've heard this for decades. And that's why I keep like every time I hear it, I'm like, never mind. Anyway, it does say the Goonies sequel moving in the right direction as the writer gives update on status. This is from August. It says sequel to Richard Donner's 80s classic Goonies is moving in the right direction. Speaking to Deadline moderator Winston Baker, panel at the event was asked and said, I have turned in a first draft, which was so Winston Baker uh, at the Venus Film Festival. The the writer is going to be Pazzi. Oh my God, something Italian. Ponzeroli. There,
Okay.
I did it.
Nailed that.
I have turned in a first draft, which was very well received, and I'm on a second draft and about 95% done what with that. So we're moving in the right direction.
Okay.
Consecroli said he wasn't immune, to inevitable online misgivings about a sequel to such an adored classic, but there are a few bigger fans of the original than himself, and that he would treat it with the utmost care. So, okay, I will believe that because it's an actual article,
Right.
names, and it's an actual website that's trusted and giving citing sources. So, I will respect that. My apologies to you if I came off like a smartass, which I know I did because I meant to. Also, Parade is recovering it. Parade has it, and Corey Feldman knows the Goonies sequel will be great, but he's not not going to be in it. Oh, he's not involved yet.
Yet.
Okay, oh, yet.
He'll make a
Interesting.
cameo.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, are they going to be? Is it going to be a remake of the original? That could be a tough one. Or do they finish the story, Cody? Finish the story from the original. I'm actually okay with either, but if they do a Goonies remake, it has to be as good as the It remake was from the original It from the TV. The
That's
It
fair.
remake, one of the scariest movies I saw that year, and the main characters were children.
Yeah.
I've never had that before in my entire life where the main characters are kids and I was legit scared as an adult. I was 39 years old, scared in the theater, like, what the fuck is this movie? So if they can do enough character development for the new kids or the next generation of kids from the original Goonies,
Right.
that'll help. And it probably
And
needs to
that
be at least 2 hours 15 minutes long of actual screen time.
and that's getting a TV series prequel, by the way.
Yes, the dairy. Yeah, it comes out I think in a week or two. So
Yeah.
I'll be
I
ready.
liked and I like the idea of now we get to see how he came to be.
Hmm.
So that's super cool. Yeah.
I'm waiting to see because I think John Carpenter. God, I hope he lives for another 50 million years.
Right.
He's been active, and I think trying to do something with the Halloween. Like, what do we do? Do we just leave it, guys? Because it's Michael Myers. You can't just leave it. I know
Right.
the story's over, but can we do another one, please? Another universe, another, just please do something. Don't leave it. Um, that's a classic character, and it should never go away. I think what they really should do for Halloween is do what they did for Halloween Kills, where they had the 1978 and they went backwards. I don't know if you saw Halloween Kills. Okay, so the original you saw the original Halloween, yes? Okay, so in the Halloween Kills, which was one after the remake of the Halloween or the new part two from 2018, Halloween Kills came out 2021, and in it they had a couple of scenes where they went back to 1978, but it was all new stuff that was filmed that was never filmed before, and they just made it look a little more vintage, and then added people to make it look like Dr. Loomis from 1978. So you got a guy who was actually like a cameraman or something like that. Like, hey, he looks like Donald Pleasance. Let's put him in some makeup and stuff and make him do a voice and see what. And it worked. That so
That's
much that
cool.
the fans like me, like for 30, 40 years, were like, did they recreate Loomis for real? Like, is that CGI? What 3D, whatever? And no, it was just a real guy who just was in makeup and stuff. And if they can do cool stuff like that, I mean, I'm still gonna watch it anyway. So
That's cool.
Halloween, it, Goonies, I'm fucking ready, man. Let's get after it.
That's awesome.
Good night, sir.
All right,
I'll see
sir.
you November 3rd.
Okay.
One, two, 3 weeks.
Very well. Yeah. Hopefully sooner. We'll see.
All
All
right,
right,
my
sir.
guy.
I'll talk
Peace,
to you soon. Peace.
sir. Peace.